No warning today, but we're going to get this meeting started. We're going to start with the invocation from John Claypool.
Father God, we again thank you for the many blessings that you give us. Thank you for our family and friends. We thank you for our fellowship and friendship here as Lions and serving the community. We thank you for helping us through the busiest time of our year. We ask you to bless this food to us and us to your service as Lions. Amen.
Amen.
And Cindy's sessions for our Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And on to our past president, Cheryl, singing the anthem.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairie, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Every folks different. Never know what song they're going to sing. Yeah.
Okay, let's start off here with our introduction of guests.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lion, Jeff. Today we have Jan Hipton, District Governor Leslie, Kate,
Heaton. Yeah, I just can't read my
Right
writing.
here with an N. It's okay.
terrible document. And the Lillian Walker, right here, and Gary Clark, run in by Hal Cohen.
You didn't sign?
I think he did say you.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Thank you. How about that sunshine report?
Well, I haven't sent out any cards, but Greg First's wife had a procedure this morning, and she's still at the hospital, but apparently just waiting for results. So that's all I know. And then I think Mike has something to say about somebody later.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to give Mike the floor right now. Do you want to come take my microphone?
Mike, here you go.
I got it.
There you go.
She did more running than you did. Almost made it.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, I talked to Bill Pontius yesterday a couple of times. Ron Stopler is home. He has a full-time caretaker. His stroke did not affect his body so much, but his mind, he has forgotten how to do everything. Use eating utensils, a phone, whatever. Bill's gonna try to get an okay from Paula, and he and I and Lloyd are probably gonna go up and see him. Hopefully he's past what Paula told Bill was his angry phase, because he is having such a problem. So please keep Ron in your prayers. He needs it bad.
That's his hour.
Marilyn just told me that Cindy Ward's mother had hand surgery, and that's why Cindy hasn't been here. She's taking care of her.
Oh, yeah, she texted me this week.
Okay. All righty. let's move on to the happy bus.
Oh, that'd be us, okay. Hi. So, if those dollars are out. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark Ready, perfect, let me interrupt him. Hurry, Mark, hurry. Come on, Mark. Choo, 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 choo.
Esteemed tail twister,
Oh, gee.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Alliance and guests, weekly $5 happies today. First, it's, as many of us know in this room, if I'm getting older, and I tweaked my back and turned an ankle. I'm not sure if it was from the couple days at the fair, which is less than half of the time that some of the others were spent over there. Or perhaps the trees in front of our condo, because I put down 45 bags of topsoil and 12 bags of bark dust. So one of those two. A mixed dollar, number 2, I'm going to a black tie wedding Saturday outdoors at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's speaking about being 80 degrees in Olympia, so this should be fun. I will not be here next Tuesday. I'm sure you're all disappointed, right? I'm going to the Oregon coast with a cousin from Kansas, so it'll be fun to take them down there. Final happy dollar before the quote of the week. I'm very happy that Mr. Governor Leslie's here today, and outstanding to see past President Ken today. Outstanding in both counts. Quote of the week from that esteemed philosopher, Dr. Seuss. Sometimes you'll never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Alliance and guests, here's another happy $2 bill. I had a fire at my house this last Wednesday. Our neighbors have been kind of negligent about mowing the grass and kind of a hay field out there. Around the 4th of July, they had a grass fire, and the fire department came out and put it out in their backyard. Well, it happened again in the same spot. And this time I caught my fence on fire and my tall ornamental shrubs, so it burned up about 100 foot of my fence and the shrubs. So I'm still waiting for the neighbor's insurance to get a hold of me. And on a better note, I've got a check here for $1,000 to the club, and that's for expenses for totem pole restoration. Whenever we get around to doing that, best to be doing it in the summertime when it isn't raining a lot. Although it could possibly be done anytime. We would have to get a crane to come and lower the totem pole down. The last time it was done was 20 years ago. They put it on sawhorses, and our members got busy and scraped it all down and repainted it and did a few other repairs. And then about 2 weeks later, they got the crane back in to put it back up. And at that time, they had very little expense because they were able to get one of the paint companies to donate the paint, and the crane company donated their services. But that crane company is no longer in business, so.
Boy Scouts that helped us, and the brake gal over there. And it's a little joke that we have down there on the wagon. Their granddaughter, Gail's granddaughter, all she did was take a break, but that was she was still there. Great to see Ken. So that's the other one. And the other one is sort of a sad dollar. Eileen Reinecke is in the hospital now. Has the flu or something to that effect. Jim never tells me exactly what's going on. And Jim should probably be in there with her. But anyway, she just went in yesterday. I think maybe just a couple of days and she'll be home. But I'll let you know if she's not.
Thank you for that information. Okay. Past District Governor Steve Patterson. Please stand.
He is standing.
Oh, that hurt.
But standing up?
Stand up, Steve.
Thank you all. President Carrie Ann, we have 5 happy dollars. The first is while you were toiling away Saturday night at the fairgrounds, we were
enjoying cake and ice cream for our grandsons up in Seattle, who both turned 11, or turning 11. Anyway, the other 4, and I cannot get by without acknowledging all of the help that I had at Thursday's concert in the park while the chuck wagon was over at the fairgrounds. And I want to take a moment to recognize those people. Dick Sorensen, along with Bob Speck, they were the setup crew. They helped set things up. Sharon Nolan was our cashier. Marilyn was the order taker and kind of rover and did everything that I didn't. Dan Twist was our cook. And Camarda, Super Lion, she did the hamburger prepping. Cheryl Coast was on dogs and burgers, and Pat Fulton was on cook the dogs. Not only that, but she served them as well. And we had Mike Parker doing beverages. Pat Palmer, after 5 trips back and forth to the clubhouse to get things that I had forgotten to bring, we owe him a tank of gas. And one last person, Hal Palmer, he made a cameo appearance. The only thing I can say that he was, I had to put him down as a rover.
That's it.
PR, yeah.
Hi, Bob. Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
I did?
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions guests. Once again, I want to thank everybody that did all the hard work this weekend. Can I say how much money we took in?
Yes, ask your president, yeah.
Bob, do you want, she has.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I had fun doing the work.
You don't see him, you can't fight.
I don't like to whine. What else was I going to say? Yeah, I just really do appreciate all the help, especially from the Boy Scouts. We owe the Boy Scouts a bunch, and I hope we can donate a bunch back to them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll take care.
Yeah.
He's gonna live to 150. It's probably true. In spite of me. Oh, good to see our governor and our zone chair here. Let me see, what else am I happy about? We went camping at a place called Effendall Forest Campground. We slept in a yurt. They promised electricity for my CPAP. Unfortunately, it was a generator that kept other people awake instead of my snoring. But I got a good night's sleep. I was happy about that. But this is the middle of nowhere. It's up in the forest. It was really off the grid. So, thank you for everybody who did all the work. I appreciate that. Moving right on. Oh, no. Really, Lion George Layer's turn? You're not the program.
How did you say that? President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, some bucks there, Ken could see it, and also concerned bucks for all the friends and family that I had in Chico, California. Yeah. Wildfire blazing. It started in Bidwell Park, where I spent many, many summer days swimming in the bear hole, salmon hole. The yin yang lit his car off and rolled down the canyon. And fortunately, that is a little bit northeast of town. The wind's blowing it away. And I was really concerned, so it was a relief buck. My wife's twin sister and husband, my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, lived there. And he bought a house there from his cousin, Ron Stout. And when the network news came on after that fire, they mentioned they arrested Ronnie Stout Jr. Oh my gosh, it's not that big a community. I didn't call him, I waited. He called me and said, "That's not my nephew." There's no relation, so that's a relief to know. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Huge fire down there.
Nasty. Resident Cindy.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, I have some happy dollars. One, before we left for Vegas, I got a new car for me. It's a Subaru, it's that pretty red one out in the parking lot. And we had fun in Vegas. I didn't gamble a whole lot. When you have to spend $30 on one bet, it kind of limits how much you want to bet. So I just did a little gambling, brought back over half of what I took with me. And Ken, it's so good to see you here. So good to see you here. And I just want to let everybody know, I sent out invitations, but I'm going to turn this kind of into a Lions kind of a thing. We're having a shrimp feed at our house on August 10th at 2 o'clock. You're all invited. And bring a potluck dish, a drink of choice, and a lawn chair.
I mean, you name it.
Got it. Oh, yum, yum. Hello, Mike. Hello.
Carry on, fellow Lions and guests. I was a sponsor, which kind of makes me doubly glad to see Ken here today.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Did we miss anybody? Oh. Third VP, man.
President Carrie Ann, Lions and guests. Just to add a little bit to the piece of paper that some of you have to share out there. Just some thoughts last night, especially after the Go Forth and the fair. Really nice, and I'm just glad they're done too. But, you know, it just occurs to me again that we need to cross-train. We really do in more areas than what we're comfortable with. There are so many things that go on behind the scenes, before the event, after the event. And again, you know, a small group of people that do most of these things, not always true, but usually. You know, for example, making the kettle corn. We need to learn how to do that. Making cotton candy, it's not hard. How to hook the pickup up to the food truck, you know, how to check the propane tanks, how to light the burners on the truck, how to set up the Spirits of Longview, you know, what goes into packing the truck for the events, showing up the day after to clean the truck, that damn truck I'll have to say, and the dishes, you know, and what if one of these people weren't there to do that? What if Bob Piper decides to go for third VP? And goes to concessions next year.
That's how you get out of it, Bob.
What if Jay ever learns how to say no? What if Jane says no? What if Rick gets deported again? I mean, all these scenarios. We'd be in a lot of trouble.
And unfortunately, on that note, the Lions second VP, Rick.
Yeah, Rick, tell us about that deportation.
Queen Carrie Ann. First dollar out of that would be to Marnie for bringing Ansem with her. And also, I'd like to thank Bob, number one, for making sure that I had buns and hot dogs and all sorts of stuff in my trailer. Chili. Yeah, you almost ate it. And also, everybody else, including my wife, Harper, and anybody else, Ann, that worked in the trailer serving hot dogs. We didn't have a lot of room, but we tried to make money, and we also kept the line shorter, which is what I was trying to do with it. So, anyway, thank you to everybody that helped.
Anybody else? Nope. Okay, President Carrie Ann, we are done.
Okay, well, perfect timing. So I'm going to pass this on to our speaker here. Larry is not here, so we don't have an introduction for you, but I bet, okay, you're up, Jan.
Short people's box here yet. Hi, I can now see you folks. I'm Jan from Kelso Lions, your zone chair once again this year, third year in a row, and the final year. I'm not doing this anymore. Boo, yeah. You don't want to do it? Oh, honey, that's okay. I'm here today to introduce Leslie Chasse. I gotta learn to say his last name. Leslie is a few years younger than I. Some of you know how old I am, so I'll let it lie at that. He has one child named Cody, which I'm presuming is a girl. It's a boy, ending in an I. Okay. Never presume, that's true. He is retired as being a software update technician. So that's good. He's been in Lyons since July 1 of 14 and has never missed a meeting. How many of you can say that? Cal, even through COVID. As duties at a club level, he's been president, vice president, LCIF coordinator, GLT coordinator, Clark County site, board member, and a tail twister. Zone chair, he got stuck like a lot of us did from July of 19 to July of 21 for G6, which is now in 11. Yeah. District level, he's been a GAT club development coordinator, second vice district governor, first vice district governor. And he has gone through and gotten his bachelor's from Lyons University, District 19 environmental chair, Northwest Lyons Leadership Institute, and Gordon Smith Fellowship. And he got a Melvis Jones. That's not on this piece of paper. Oh, good for you. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Leslie, our new district governor this year. He's ready to go, and you are the first club, as far as I know, or at least in our district, to hear him.
I'll stand on the box. Not a soapbox, just a regular box. Well then, hello. Hello. President Carrie Ann. I want to say Patty, I don't know why. Carrie Ann and the Pioneer Lions. The largest club in the state? The oldest club in the state?
4 states, not oldest.
But you're right up there.
4 states.
Yes.
We're fine.
That makes you guys leaders, among leaders. Let's get into my speech. I wrote it down on a piece of paper because in the past when I've done little speeches like this, I get down the road a couple of miles and realize, damn, I forgot to say that. And who do I owe $1 for? You just said a cuss word. I'll catch up with you.
All right.
I'll give you $5 later.
Okay.
Okay.
Cover the next one. We've heard that.
Good day. My name is Leslie Chasse, and I'm your Camas, and I'm from Camas.
Sorry.
My name is Leslie Chasse, and I'm from the Camas Lions Club and Foundation, and I'm your district governor for the 24-25 year.
Yay.
At the national level, our International President Oliveira's programs and initiatives will focus on 4 key priorities for Lions International that are critical to our mission of service. Number 1, growing our membership and clubs for greater impact. Number 2, becoming stronger together through LCIF support. Number 3, taking the next step as Lions and service leaders. Number 4, capturing the imagination of our communities through great marketing. A quote from Fabricio Oliveira: "Everywhere we serve, every time we give, we bring kindness and compassion, change and hope. And we make our mark on the lives we touch, the communities we serve, and the world we share. So make your mark." At the convention in Australia, I was reminded of the importance of LCIF is in the world. I saw disaster after disaster after disaster in which LCIF, not only there, but they were also the first on the ground offering foundational support. I was reminded that in our world there is a major disaster in the world just about every day. I was reminded that 100% of every dollar collected by LCIF goes out to the people in the form of disaster relief. Please keep this in mind when you create your annual budget, plan your fundraisers, and make your donations to LCIF. Longview Pioneers have been really good at donating to LCIF, and we appreciate it. At the district level, as our district moves into the new Lions year as a new zone, a new district, as district governor, I will be trying out a few new things for us. The first and most important to me is a thing called team. Team. We are all team. Now, where was I? District, down here. I have constructed my cabinet into 5 teams that will each work much more closely together to improve an already great district end and be of greater support to all the Lions and their clubs that constitute the district. These are the administrative team under the district governor, treasurer, secretary, all those people. And then we have the leadership team under GLT Brian Scott, the service team under GST's Jan Weatherly, membership team under GMT June Fiera, and the zone chair team under second vice district governor Cindy Fickett. I will be asking each of these teams to have monthly Zoom meetings to touch bases with each other, to encourage and support each other, to help motivate each other to do their best work, and to build a feeling of team cooperation such that no one in the cabinet feels forgotten or is left without a correction or training as needed. The idea being, if we're in constant contact on a monthly basis, we'll be much more likely for every chair position to produce or do something with that position. As district governor, my cabinet and I are here for you. I've also added the New Voices chair to the cabinet and have hopes this seed planted will be encouraged to grow from year to year, to become an important guiding compass for our district to grow with. Does everybody know what New Voices is? Nobody? That's why it's a new chair. When I started putting my cabinet together, I looked at a DEI position, DEI being diversity, equity, and inclusion, and immediately I got pushback, being that that's considered by some to be a hot button topic. Fortunately, LCI has already got it covered with New Voices. Now the thing is with New Voices, this isn't just about immigrants and people of color, or people who aren't white, or people that can walk, or talk, or hear. This is about inclusion with all these people that are not like the rest of us. I mean, this is a pretty white organization, right? So think of how many people in your community. How big is this club now? How many people in this membership?
149.
149. How'd you like to be 200?
Again.
You reached out to that community that doesn't actively feel, it's a thing called unintended active inclusion, because we tend to be, we're white people, we act like our heritage and whatnot. But let's say you're a Muslim and you come into an organization that does a prayer. Do you feel welcome? Of course you're welcome to come and join us, but if you come, do you feel welcome if you have to participate with an organization that does a Christian prayer? Accidental acts of inclusion. Now, I'm not asking for an immediate change. All I want the clubs to do is plant the seed. Then over the course of several years, it'll grow. It wasn't until 1987 that women were allowed to join Lions. Now, where would the Lions Club be today without women?
I remember that.
Gone. Yeah. So think of the possibilities for the future. Maybe not today, but it's coming. It's my sincere hope that these changes and additions to the district will make your experience as Lions even better. At the club level, yes, I'm your district governor, but each and every Lion, you are the power of this organization. It's you that makes us who we are. You are all members of the team. We are Lions and we serve. Not only do we serve, but we are proud of our service. We brag about our accomplishments with the smile on our faces when we talk about being a Lion. As Lions, we are proud of our clubs and our accomplishments, which we deserve. So, your club was founded when?
1923.
It's older than you.
1923?
Oh,
wow. 1923. You have how many members?
149.
Now imagine what it would be like in this community if Longview Pioneer wasn't there.
Oh, yeah.
All that service that you've been doing over the years would not be done.
That's right.
So that's why this club, and every club like yours, is so important. The service is why we're here, service. So, anybody have any questions for the district governor? Oh, come on. Nobody wants to know where Camas is?
No, been there.
Yes.
Let's talk what he's talking about right now.
It's more, Governor Leslie.
Yes, sir.
More of a observation.
Observation.
Having been to an Ethiopian Lions Club, formed by a Christian and a Muslim, would you like to know what they do?
Love to.
Yeah.
They have a Muslim blessing and they have a Christian blessing.
They do that.
Yeah, they do it. But I want you guys to know, he is so lucky to come out of a club of the president of Stephanie Odell. She was a firecracker as president, wasn't she? And she still is, and she got...
We served 2-year terms.
Yes, what?
We served 2-year terms.
Do you?
Yes, 1 year and then you reelect.
And her newsletters were fantastic, and I just want to say hats off to you, Leslie, getting that kind of a leader example in your club. Congratulations.
She's also the district marketing chair.
Marketing chair.
So we'll continue to see her.
Yep.
I wouldn't be at all surprised in a decade or so after she's had once she retires,
yes,
she will become a district governor.
Yeah.
Anybody else? You must have some questions.
She could become international president.
There's a question over there.
District Governor, do we have a location yet for our convention?
No, we do not have a location. My
We have a date.
convention, yes, the same date as last year, or same weekend as last year. It's right on the back of your card. Mark Mansell, Stephanie Odell, and Bob Bergwald are the convention committee, and they agreed to be the convention committee if I stayed out of it. I can ask, how's it going? But I'm not part of the planning committee. So I'll leave that up to them. They will be meeting, have their first meeting very soon. And it's a process. We could go back to Longview, back to the convention center. We're thinking about Great Wolf Lodge. We're thinking about A. We're thinking about that place down in Vancouver. Heathman, yes. But it's a question of balance and costs. If we could get A with $140, $150 rooms, and the hotels, I mean, the convention facilities, like they've been saying, at the rates they've been saying, that would be a slam dunk. But their normal rate for rooms is $250. So I don't know if we're going to get the rates that we want. Great Wolf is the same kind of thing. It's flashy and it's nice, but I don't know if we can get the balance on the rates. So we don't want to spend a whole lot of money we don't have to spend. But we'll see. If somebody makes us an offer, we're going to look at it. Maryland.
District Governor Leslie, I'm so
Yes,
proud
past
to
District
say
Governor.
that. Leslie was my second vice district governor, so I'm really proud of his efforts. My question was, share your visitation plan with the additional first and second, and kind of give us an idea of where you want to be this year and where they're going to go.
Well, basically the second and the first vice district governor sharing visitations with the district governor. The plan being that after a 3-year cycle with the 3 of them, that they will have visited all the clubs in the district, rather than visiting them all at once. Lisa did that, visited every club, and it was hard on her. It's not a good idea to try to visit, be gone and on the road that much. She put something like 18,000 miles on that brand new car of hers. So it's a lot of traveling to do that all at once. When I was at Lurk for the cabinet meeting, I used that opportunity to visit clubs in that area. So counting this visit for July, I visited 10 clubs. And then I will visit the clubs down in my area. Cindy will visit clubs in the central area, and Bob will visit the clubs up north. So we have them pretty well covered. We hope to have all of our visitations done by the end of summer so that we can focus the rest of the year on other things like zone meetings, special events, and things like that.
ambitious.
And they may not know how many clubs are in our district.
I'm not exactly sure. I think it's 70, I'm pretty sure it's 70, but we keep losing them. We lost Roy, we lost Rainier, you know, and we lost Willapa. And that's just in the last year. Yeah, so
Around 70.
75-ish, yeah. Al will probably visit in the neighborhood of 30. So that, yeah, and then they'll visit the others, only because I didn't want to not visit. So, because this is the best part, visiting the clubs. This is the best part. So they will read my speech so that we're on the same page. They will have their own comments to make. Yes?
T-shirts.
T-shirt.
You offer.
How many here got the first district newsletter for July?
Yeah, I got that.
If you didn't get the newsletter, send me an email with your email address. I'll be sure to make sure it's added to the newsletter email list. The problem is that I was using a list that was created several months ago because of issues with the portal, which is back now, but I had that list already made. Another is, if you didn't get it, check your spam folder, because I'm sending out to 2,777 people.
Which way you hit it?
Sometimes it gets flagged as spam and sent to your spam folder. So look there. And if you didn't get it, send me an email, I'll get you back on the list.
Excuse me.
Speaking of the portal, is it going to continue to improve, or will it?
Let me put it this way. The portal is like, let's say you've been using Windows 95 for the last 2 decades, and then they came out with Windows 11.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but different. The words are slightly different, the links are in slightly different places, and the pathways are slightly different. You just have to get used to that navigation. Now, I've been using it as district governor because I have people say, hey, you need to do this, and they're not going to do it for me, so I have to learn. Go in there and try it. And the more you do that, click on a link and navigate yourself around and find things, the more you see that it does work. It's not too bad once you get familiar with it. But you know how the learning curve goes? Like that. And then it starts to drop right off. So getting in there and not being afraid of it, that's the main thing. Go look at it.
I didn't get. Did you mention that you would order T-shirts if you could?
Oh, the T-shirts, you mentioned that for me again. Yes, in the newsletter, the first newsletter, I had that information about T-shirts. I need to get 20 people to say, yes, I want, or I need to get orders for 20 shirts so I can get the same price. So far, I'm up to 4. And if you want the T-shirts, just let me know, and I'll add you. Just send me an email.
I have a question.
Okay, hang on. Did you want a shirt?
Do they,
Do you have a question?
do they fit big or small?
T-shirts first. Then I'll get your name added to the list. And then once I get 20 people, once I get 20 shirts committed to, then I can reopen the store and I'll send you a link that says where to go order your shirts.
Can we get a price for those so we know before
They're
we
about,
order?
they're like,
There's nothing in there about that.
oh, on the link, yeah, they're about $25.
Oh, thank you.
The only catch is the first time, if you were going to the cabinet meeting, you could have them shipped to me. But this time, because you'll have to have them drop shipped directly to you. Other questions? That information, I will add more information. The next newsletter come out in about a week.
Cool.
And again, if you don't get it after 10 days or so, drop me an email and I'll make sure I send it to you. It's on the business card I gave everybody. Which just brings up another point. Why did I give you that business card?
So they keep your email.
You got Kelso said bad things about Longview. Send me an email about it. I'll talk to you.
That's the way.
You got a project you think that you heard about, you think is really great, that you think maybe the district might want to know about it. Send me an email. You heard a new joke that you think maybe I should put into my talk here with the clubs. Send me an email. You just want to talk about Lions. Send me an email. I'm open. I will promise you that I will read it. Don't know that I'll respond to it. Sometimes we get some pretty weird emails, but I will read it. Also, training. I left some of these business card size cards here, up here on the president's desk. You need to consider being a guiding lion or re-upping your guiding lion. As a leader club, like Longview Pioneer, you need to make sure you have a fair number of guiding lions in your club. So please, if you haven't been a guiding lion, take the training, it's not that hard. Most of you probably already know the questions anyway.
Good job, Leslie.
And we would like to present you with our Longview Pioneer Lions mug. Yes, thank you for joining us today. We've got awards coming, so as Terry comes up here to do a couple quick awards, I thought maybe we could do a Pioneer Lion birthday song for our guest that's here today, Lillian. I watched her move in the back. She just had a birthday. She worked her little heart out at the fair with us, and so let's sing her a happy birthday.
That's worth the price of admission. That was horribly awesome.
Mostly horribly.
Yeah. Okay, hey, hi guys. Thank you. District Governor Leslie, Zone Chairman Jan, President Carrie Ann. As the awards chairman, I get to do this wonderful stuff once a month. And even I will let the district governors take my spotlight.
Yeah, just like
Unbelievable as we sing. At any rate, we're glad you're here tonight. Anyway, for the awards for June. June is basically a slow time, mainly because we're all just figuring out what the heck we're going to do in July. And I'm sure that what we've done in June eventually works in July. And anyway, I didn't add a rookie this in June. We had a couple of them, Penny and Karen, that worked an awful lot in recently, but they both got awards within the last couple of months, so I'm not going to give it to them another award. Yeah, heck with them. Yeah.
Time to quit, Penny.
Okay, for unsung lion of the month. One that's not here, of course, and he hardly ever comes unless we tell him that we need him, and he's always around. Maybe we can give it to him when he's doing everything else for us. But Bob Speck, for all his work he does all year long. And the other unsung lion is one that also does an awful lot for the club. And she's won the award a few million times, but there again, the past month, she did wetlands cleanup that the club worked on, and probably mostly her. But anyway, Ann Camarda, unsung lion.
One person who's always having to pronounce your name.
Yeah.
That's good.
Stay there. Stay there.
Is it spelled right, man?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, the other one, we'll go to line of the month.
3 months to get
This is another one that deserves the award an awful lot most of the time, but we don't give it to her enough. Anyway, for her adopted road cleanup and her part of getting the installation meeting together, Cindy Sessions. You might want to drop by these people so they can sign this thing for you. You can sign it as a past president.
Mike's a little slow.
You got that right.
And And we also have an award that probably the worst kept secret in the club because it's been announced for a couple of months. At any rate, Cheryl being here and Leroy, she was there at the awards meeting on the installation. And so for Unsung Line of the Year, see, we just gave you that other monthly deal, but for the year, Ann Camarda.
And a little story behind this, but we of course announced this when we had our installation dinner, but Ann was not there to accept it, so we tucked it away, and I didn't take it home. And neither did our awards chair take it home. And so I thought it was lost, and I spent a good 2 weeks in a panic looking for it, and it wasn't lost at all. Our good secretary Leroy had it at his home. So we found it, and Ann, in the spirit of unfinished business, we'd like to present you the Longview Pioneer Lions Club Unsung Lion of the Year. For last year.
Cheryl, actually, you had an announcement.
I do, but I'll do it out here. Digging into Cheryl's, past President Cheryl's bag of leftover surprises, I have a couple of people to recognize left over from last year. Raylene Aguirre shared with me recently that she is kid-oriented. She says she has 2 grown daughters who've been schooled at Baylor University and Martin Morris High School and who fill her life. In addition to running for office and all the activities that she does to help our community be better. But she also mentioned that she likes jigsaw puzzles. So Raylene, here for you in your spare time, is a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. All right. Fun too. And another face that we don't see near often enough, Eric Gutormson. Let me dig in the bag here. In recognition of his faithful, lively roaring and reading to students at Columbia Heights Elementary School, and who can probably dance better than any giraffe alive, here's your very own storybook, Giraffes Can't Dance.
If you need help reading that, Patterson can help.
And the last announcement that I have is just, we are going to do a quick board meeting after this meeting, so maybe just back behind here, let's do a quick get together. And then we've got some tickets here that we have drawn. Get your blue ticket out. I've got 3, 4, 6, 3, 1. And red ticket is 760504.
Boy, we got plenty.
Okay.
I was only off by 50.
We've got a Queen of Hearts. And then Darlene's got the mic.
Cancer?
Relay for Life.
Okay.
Got it.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, the desserts for today go to Mike Parker and Jay Pruitt.
Jay Pruitt.
Mike and Jay.
Thank you very much, my friend.
You want me to grab your cookies for you, Jay?
We're gonna have to call all of our members and have them come to the meeting more, because I just drew about 10 names here and none of them are here for end of the month.
It's the first thing you learn as president.
Yeah.
Start early.
Yeah.
11:30.
Okay, no?
These rookie presidents, you know?
Oh, jeez.
Next thing
Okay.
is don't put them back in.
Words of wisdom.
That sounded like maybe from experience. Well, we drew a winner. It is Erica Tormson.
You either get a lunch or $10. Lunch or donate.
Okay.
Take the lunch.
Does anyone have any quick last minute things? Don't forget our board meeting here in the back, and you guys go have an afternoon. Oh.
I wanted to mention about guiding lions. As a leadership club, what does a guiding lion do? Why would you want to be a guiding lion? If there's a club that's struggling, about to age out, or just plain needs some help, it's the guiding lions that step in to make sure the club lasts. Now, LCI is really focused on this 1.5 thing, which is all good and funny, but I don't quite agree with them. I think it's more important to focus on the clubs that have problems. Save what already exists before you make new. But that's just me.
Right on. Okay. Good point, sir.
Thank you, Marilyn.
In connection with that, I will be taking the Guiding Lions and I will be updating my certification. And I think most of you know that I am mentoring Castle Rock Lions, and it's just for that purpose, to help them, give them a boost. But they're the ones that have to do the work. So it's a support system, an awareness of everybody's jobs, the roles of the officers and whatnot. So it's a learning process that anybody can learn. Great.
Hey, even I learned.
Thank you, Longview Pioneer Lions. Go have a good afternoon.
Board meeting.